Yes. Welcome back to another stream. Jude Bellingham news. What a day. We've had a long day today, innit? Loads of transfer news. Loads of different ones as well. You know what I mean? What did we start off this morning? Was it Vega? Vega this morning. 2 players leaving City. Went into 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. it was today with Pavard news. Had a little talk about different left back, right back, bit of transfer news. And then we're going into Jude Bellingham news. What a catch up.
Yeah, it's been a madness. So we'll get you all the latest on Jude Bellingham, guys, because there has been some developments here, especially from the Liverpool side, and a bit of contradicting information coming out, but we'll go through that in just a second. Make sure you guys have smashed a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. And remember, if you've not seen it already, after this, we will be watching the Liverpool versus Chelsea game. It's going to be a members-only stream, so get yourself in if you're an Xtra Club member. If you want to get yourself in, the link is in the description. Help support the channel and come and watch the game with us. But yeah, Jude Bellingham. Very, very interesting. Obviously, I know we spoke a little bit about it before, but we kind of just focused on sort of whether we actually wanted him. The actual developments on this are kind of crazy. And from a Liverpool point of view, it's wild. It is wild. Apparently, FSG are willing to give Liverpool, are willing to give the manager Jurgen Klopp the money necessary for Jude Bellingham. This is coming out from the latest sources at Liverpool. That's 125 million, and back Jurgen Klopp going into next season. And they also believe that Jude Bellingham is wanting to go to Borussia Dortmund and is pushing Borussia Dortmund to do the deal with Liverpool. So from that source, sounds quite good, bro. It sounds quite good if you're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it in that sense, then yeah, I think this whole thing from a Liverpool point of view is very conflicting, though. It's hard to know which way it's going. I guess for us as well, it's a bit conflicting for us. We hear loads of different things. But I feel like even Liverpool fans really nailed on to have him. Then last week it was the tide changed a little bit towards us, and everything was pointing at Liverpool won't go anywhere near it. And it's City basically, City or Liverpool, and not City or Real Madrid who are the ones who get him. And now today, last night / today, it's looking all more Liverpool again. It's so I guess it depends on which side of it you are. Like you've got positive news all round. Like City fans get positive news, then they go get positive news. I still to this day don't know which way it's going.
Well, yeah, I mean, last night Paul Joyce, who works for the Times, I don't really know, unfortunately, if he's a good source because he reports on Liverpool, and I said I don't know. But he reported that Jude Bellingham is keen to move to Liverpool, and that was picked up by all the aggregators for Liverpool. And obviously, you know that's sort of a positive step if you're a Liverpool fan. However, then this morning, Jack Talbot, who's a football correspondent for Transfers.com and also works at the Times, said Liverpool fear being priced out of a move for Jude Bellingham by City and Real Madrid. So
no one knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, this is you're getting a bit of contradictory information here within 12 hours of each other, from journalists who actually work and support each other at the same sort of places. So it's very, very strange, and obviously developments there. But I would suspect that, unfortunately for City, if I had to choose one of those journalists who I think is more legit, it's probably that Paul Joyce fella, just based on his sort of resume and stuff like that. And he's saying that Jude Bellingham is keen on a move to Liverpool. We all know that obviously his dad's a Liverpool fan, and we assume that his dad is pushing him towards Liverpool. We've heard news from a different reporter that Jude Bellingham is pushing Borussia Dortmund to do the deal with Liverpool, so he can make that move to Liverpool. So there's a lot of stuff there pushing him to Liverpool. However, there's also sources saying they fear that they're not going to be able to afford him.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Now maybe it's something like Liverpool can't afford the full amount. Instead, they'll try and pay a bit in installments, so maybe that's something that Dortmund could accept. But maybe there's a little bit more work that needs to go on for that to kind of like actually happen. So maybe Jude, because obviously the rumor of him speaking to Dortmund and trying to get it over the line that way, maybe that's something that he's trying to work from his end. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the weirdest transfer. And I said this last month and probably the month before that I don't really know where I lie with it still. Still to this day, like I'm more confident last time we spoke about this before. I'm more confident than last time we spoke about it, because last time we spoke about it, I was kind of in the boat of, I don't think we're gonna get him. But now, now it's kind of like down a peg a bit again. But I'm also still more confident than last time. So I don't really know, innit? I don't really know. There's too much noise going on from different areas. I feel like both City and Liverpool and Real Madrid probably are probably all putting forward very, very good proposals for Jude Bellingham. So I guess the decision could come down to where he wants to go. Yeah.
You know what it is, right? It's like, so the latest news is that obviously Paul Joyce has said he wants to go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow there'll be some more news saying City are feeling confident, and then you'll be confident again. And then the day after it'll be Real Madrid are confident.
Yeah.
And then the day after it'll be Liverpool. It's just like, it's this merry-go-round of news, rumours, speculation about where he's going to go, when he's going to sign for them. And your confidence goes up and down, day by day, depending on the latest news. And obviously, the most confident we felt was like last week, 2 weeks ago, when obviously David Ornstein came out and was like, City, Liverpool are at the sort of not feeling too confident about the deal. But then apparently Liverpool have got the funds for it. And if they've got the funds for it, if they've got the funds for the deal, there's a lot of people saying that he wants to go to Liverpool. Mm-hmm. So if they've got the funds for the deal, you kind of have to say, well, he's probably going to go to Liverpool if they've got the funds.
They'll probably match it, yeah. If they can pay for it, then he probably will go there, because as we've heard time and time again, that's his favoured destination. I think there was a lot of the confidence coming from our side of things to kind of say, like, well, we don't feel like Liverpool can afford that. Do we actually see Liverpool going paying that? But now we're getting here that Liverpool will go forward and pay something like that to make this happen. So maybe it is. The only thing for me, right, which I'm kind of fine, like, say if he does go Liverpool, I'll be like, yeah, pretty good. But I'm not going to be like, I'm not overly fuming about it. Like, I'm just kind of like, and that's because of the way that City will be, or City are being. Like, the way that we're going about it, and there's rumours of all these other midfielders, it kind of brings a little bit of calm to me, and it does kind of make me think that maybe, you know what I mean, we're not super confident, like 100%, but it kind of brings me a bit calmer knowing that there are other options that we are looking at. On the flip side of that, had we just full sending for Jude Bellingham and there'd been no links to absolutely any other player at all, I'm looking at it as kind of like, this is a rip situation if we don't get it, because we're not looking at anyone else. Kind of like the winger situation, bro. We're not really, there's no real links to any winger coming out at all. So if we come out for one and full send for one, then we don't get him, I'd be like, right, there's no one else, because we're not looking at anyone right now. Whereas with Jude, we are looking at other midfielders.
Well, this is the thing, and obviously, as we spoke this morning in the 2 p.m. stream, there are other options, and obviously we are being linked with other players and very regularly. So I don't think it's a case of are we going to panic. It's just a case of this is a player that City fans want. City fans want Jude Bellingham. We want him. We don't necessarily need him, but we want him. You know, he's a player that has serious potential, and that's why City fans will be very, very disappointed if we miss out and he ends up going to Liverpool. But look, sometimes you can't have everything in life, innit? You know what I mean? And we might not get Jude Bellingham.
Another thing though that kind of like it times up very well with that midfield revamp. Like, I know his contract isn't over at Dortmund right now, but it's looking likely that he'll move this summer. Yeah. So it's very much like this is where we're rebuilding our midfield. Jude Bellingham becomes available. It all seems kind of like the stars are aligning for this deal to kind of happen. It's just so that Liverpool have fallen off and not redone their midfield when they should have, and now they're also interested too. So it is a bit of a weird one. The Mancunian way, Martin. Yes, it's Martin, mate. With a 5 says, "Evening, lads." Says, "Have Liverpool found some money down the back of the couch?" much seems that way, mate. They've been, looking for them extra quids.
Well, again, you're hearing different information on this. So some sources are saying that FSG are willing to give them the money that they want for Jude Bellingham, and then there's other sources saying Liverpool believe they can't afford to match City's bid for 125 million. So, again, very contradicting information we're getting from the journalists. We would like a clean, path of understanding the news and the latest information. It's very difficult for us fans, isn't it? You know what I mean? As us fans, guys, we're in the middle. We don't really know what's going on. However, we just have to wait and see. Should I check the latest odds on this?
Yeah, check the odds. Why should you do that? Johnny Lara, yes, Johnny Lara, mate. 31 months. That's a long last time, that, Johnny, mate. He says, wouldn't you, as Jude, wait until, number 1, get the Champions League, and 2, have a project? ? FSG wanting out. A report stating it's unlikely for more investments, in brackets, unlikely. Yeah, as Jude, you probably would want them to be qualifying for the Champions League. However, maybe he would back himself to be the change for that. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Deck with a 2 says it's silly if they do need a rebuild, not Jude. It's silly if they. Oh, it's silly if they do. They need a rebuild, not Jude. Yeah. They need to rebuild their midfield, not sign one world class player.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they're going for. They're going to sign this one world class player, and that it might work for them. It might work for them. It might be, but personally, and something that you've always said, bro, is that I think it needs more than just one.
I think they need probably 3. We probably get away with 2. They need about 3.
Yeah, exactly. And Dave again with a 2. Yes, Dave says, will he join Liverpool if Liverpool don't qualify for the Champions League? And that's the thing. That leads on to what Johnny Lara was saying there. Would Jude not wait until they do that?
That's another good question.
It's so weird, man.
Does he want to play Europa League football? Do you know right now they're sitting in 8th.
They play tonight.
If they don't win tonight, right? Obviously, we are doing a watch along for that, by the way, guys. After this, so make sure you come and join us if you're an Xtra Club member. If they don't win tonight, they'll be. If they draw, they'll be level. They'll go 7th on goal difference with Brentford, and they'll be like 7 points behind Spurs. They'll have a game in hand on Spurs, but you're still 7 points behind.
It also feels like they're pissing away all them game in hands that they had.
Yeah.
Because I remember at one point, bro, me and you were looking at. I think they just won a game. They started looking at the game in hands, going, "Yeah, we think they'll get top 4." Them looking at their game.
It was like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks, just before the international break. They did. I think they got a couple of decent results. You're like, they're going to absolutely smash the top 4 now. I think they won 3 games in a row or something like that. And it was like, yeah, these guys are going to absolutely walk the top 4. And then they just again drop points. So if they don't get the top 4, yeah, maybe it will influence his decision. Maybe he wants to play Champions League football next season. Who knows?
Yeah. Mdope says Mdope with the 22 months says appreciate everything City Extra does. The content is top tier, 100. Seen a lot of Jude wanting to be the hero type of player, i.e., not a Pep player. Yeah, right. That is not a Pep style player, a hero player, because you're joining a sea of stars, not just. Not just.
I don't believe there's any evidence to suggest that he wants to be the hero player. I don't see any.
I think he'd love playing. I think he'd love playing in the City side. I don't think that'd have a factor in his decision to come here. I don't think he'd be looking at it going, well, I'm not going to be the hero player there. In fact, that's a bit of an L mentality to have. I feel like your ego's going a little bit too far at that point. I don't see that being a thing.
No, not do I. By the way, let me just give you the odds update on this one.
Odds, yeah.
So he's currently favourite to go to Liverpool, second favourite Manchester City, third favourite to Real Madrid. If you put £1 on each of them, and he went to Liverpool, you get 238. If you put £1 on him to go to City, you get 325, which is quite a lot different. And if you put £1 on to go to Real Madrid, you'd get a £4 return. So there is quite a little bit of difference there between Liverpool and City. Book is looking fairly confident. And
swinging towards Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, the punters are swinging towards Liverpool there. So if you're interested in that kind of shit, that's where you're at.
Well, I did do a poll with 428 votes now, which is pretty mad. It says, where do you think Jude will end up? The options were Manchester City, Liverpool, or Real Madrid. Real Madrid at the bottom of that with 10%. Liverpool second with only 19% of people thinking he'll end up there. And City being 71%. So a lot of the people who watch this channel anyway are quite confident that he'll end up at City. So it shows you that, like, regardless of this news coming out, like with this Paul Joyce guy, people and the other guy, people are still thinking, you know what? Yeah, he's still City, which is pretty mad. Martin again with a 5. Yes, it's Martin, mate. Says definitely needs to redevelop the midfield. Otherwise, we sleepwalk into Liverpool situation. I could not agree more. You have to keep moving every single season, or else that's what lies for you.
We do, but it's not. We don't need Bellingham.
No. Yeah, we don't need Bellingham, but he says we need 2 midfielders definitely.
Agreed.
That is good. It'd be nice to have Bellingham, but we do need 2 midfielders. So that's why I was like, if we don't get Bellingham, I'm happy, because we are looking at more than one midfielder this summer. Like, we are looking at different options, and I think that's because City know that we're not guaranteed to get Bellingham. It's not like a dead set thing right now. Better with a 2 says Liverpool want Dortmund honor the pre-World Cup price. Oh, they want Dortmund to honor the pre-World Cup price of £80 million.
Well,
but why would they do that? If City willing to pay £125 million, they're not just going to lose out on £45 million because they want to honour that. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool will want them to honour that, but Dortmund will turn around and go, well, mate, we can have £145 million here. Do you know what I mean? Have half of what you're offering us.
Yeah, that's not how it works, isn't it? Liverpool can ask whatever they want. It's up to Dortmund to decide the price.
True that.
Pay up or don't get a player, innit?
Dave with the 5. Yes, it's Dave, mate. He says Messi's available in the summer. Winky face. He's not renewing with PSG, and Barca don't have the money. We've had this conversation time and time again, and there's still something in me that I say, I don't think that dream is not over for me yet. I know the ship has sailed, yeah, but there's just something that
I'm not asked about him now. Like, if we get him, obviously I'm going to be absolutely buzzing. But I've been hurt too many times.
Yeah, I'm like that. I'm not asked about it, but I'd be fucking gassed if we signed him. Best believe I'd be going getting a Messi top. I'd be absolutely buzzing, especially because he's actually doing well, isn't it?
Slamming.
Johnny Lara says, "Let's go get Messi" in the chat with the Joddy Poddy cream face. That's the. Do you know what I mean? We kidnap Messi round 2. Who says no? Absolutely no one besides Reddit. OGM Doper again with a 5. Yes, it's Dem Doper. Says he's a captain for Dortmund currently. If Liverpool sells him on being the guy to change everything, he'll go. Also heard of rumours of Klopp going to Real Madrid. I ain't heard anything like that.
I've not heard that either.
That'd be pretty mad, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yo, if you're Klopp after the season and you got that offer, what are you doing?
Probably go to Real Madrid.
I reckon I'd go Real Madrid as well, you know.
Of course,
after the season, I just go, yeah, okay.
You get big cash.
Yeah, big cash. Did a lot with this team. Yeah, I'd be ready to go. Me, I'd be like, yeah, I've said a bit.
100%.
Yeah. Loquacious, mate. I seen you in the chat before crying about intro music. We've not changed the intro music. Oh, geez, no, we're not changing the intro music.
I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I've been Amsterdam, innit? I ain't got time to change the intro music. Exact same, innit? Yeah, by the way, we are gonna go watch Liverpool versus Chelsea in a second. For people that are like, I can't see it. This stream automatically does redirect you to that stream. However, you won't be able to watch the stream this time unless you are an Xtra Club member only. We change it up. Sometimes we'll have streams that you can watch without being an Xtra Club member, but you can't participate in chat. Sometimes we do streams that are just completely locked off just to the Xtra Club, so they get that exclusivity. This one is exclusive to the Xtra Club, innit? So before you start crying out, it is there. Y'all just can't see it. But when it redirects, you'll see a button in it that says join to get involved. That's that.
Yeah, big old Frank for the 2 months. Signing Kovacic and Bernardo extends. Who says no? I mean, as long as you get someone else, you'd have to get like a McAllister.
Wait, Kovacic and McAllister and Bernardo.
Yeah. I wouldn't be happy with that. No, I wouldn't be happy with that. If it's just Kovacic and Bernardo extends, who says no? I'd say no if that's it. I wouldn't want that. I want an extra fucking player. I'd want like a top dog, a McAllister type Donny, a Jude Bellingham type Donny. I wouldn't be happy with that midfield if that's what happens. No chance. We need someone. We need some big Donny. We need some big Donny.
Morale says Bernardo says no. That's who says no.
Bernardo says no.
That's funny. Yes, Austin with a gifted membership, and he's just put in the chat saying 1 extra for the pool stream. Yes, Austin, mate.
Big up Austin, man, coming in with the one extra for the pool stream. Love it. Big up.
Wamba says, how do I become an Xtra Club member? I've just put exclamation mark join in the chat. Should give you a link of people that are asking. It's also in the description. It's right there as well.
Well then, right, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. The stream will automatically redirect you. If it doesn't automatically redirect you, I will put the link in the community tab, and I'll also put it in Discord, and I'll also tweet it out. So, yeah, see you in a few seconds.
See you in a bit.